Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to episode 3 of Seaopolis 2. Last time we had just gotten into lava and everything else, so I did a little off-camera work so as to not bore you guys, and I took these resource-producing things. God, can't remember the name of them right now. I'll have to check, okay? I don't remember what they're called, but those things over there with the blue lines. 7 of those up for each of the stone types. And we went ahead and got some more crucibles going, did a little bit of just general tidying up around the base. And then the mob farm was running the whole time, which I am going to have to do something about because it's overflowing with items. So we're probably going to have to look into like a trash can or something with a filter, clear the NBT data and let it start, just throwing away the stuff that we don't need to save, all the armor and crap that we really just aren't going to need. We can get that going. I do believe we have trash cans in the pack. So we're going to work on getting that squared away today. And then the major thing that we're going to get into today is this tier where we can start getting into our first metals. So we're going to be able to unlock copper, tin, we're going to get coal, we're going to get an automatic hammer, and we're going to get basic fluid tanks and early game power. So this is kind of what I was preparing us to get through with all the base tidying up and getting resource generation going. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so last time we were also working on getting through this chapter challenge 1 because there's a lot of cool rewards here. The building gadget, the infinity wand is going to help us expand. And for some of the stuff we're going to need to get into today, just to get started with this, we won't need too much expansion. But if we want to get into automating it, we're going to need a little bit of room to get that automated early game. And there's some neat mechanics built in that we'll play with to get that set up. So what you'll probably see, we're probably going to just set up a temporary version of it. And then in between episodes, I'm probably going to move. That was another reason I wanted to get all these resources on AutoGen, because I don't know what I'm going to want to build out of. But if I can have, a couple thousand of each of these blocks just sitting around, that's going to make it easier to build a new, more permanent base, since we kind of just spawned right in the side of this ship here and haven't moved. Oh, yeah, there was a lava accident off camera here, and it kind of burnt most of the wool. I hate fire tick. All right, so let's complete that chapter challenge 1. So I saved just enough stone pebbles to complete it. And I think I had not turned in the mob drops, but our mob farm is working absolutely great. And I'm going to show y'all something. So we're going to have to do something with this because it could create lag, especially if it was on a server, it would be more urgent to deal with. But since it's just a single player world, I'm just making my own lag. But watch what happens when I break this block. That's right. I just got 19 levels from level 31 to level 50. So the XP sits in here and just waits on us to come collect it because I upgraded to the player damage plate. So it generates XP now when it kills them. That's also why we're starting to see armor and other drops that you only get if a player kills them. So we're actually getting some iron. I don't know if this is an intended mechanic in the pack. We did find it in the chests. So I would imagine some luck of getting into iron early game is probably counted on. We got ourselves carrots out of here. Ooh, some first glowstone bust. We're going to go ahead and put some of this stuff in drawers that we want to keep. Like all of this stuff, we definitely want to put in a drawer. Sticks can probably be voided. We'll come back and look at this armor in a second, but let me go get drawers made for this stuff. Let's turn in these pebbles. Allows constructing large areas quickly. The building gadgets will help you create a cool looking base. Inside the mod pack Discord, you'll find guides and builds to add to your world. He unlocks additional items that we can buy in the shop. So, and then I've used building gadgets before. The infinity wand's the thing that I'm the most excited about. It's just going to make building so much easier, and it never breaks. So some of this stuff from building gadgets I've never used. We'll have to look into that off camera to see if there's anything I can learn to teach you guys. But we're going to just toss some of this stuff away for right now. One of the only main things I'm going to keep in my inventory here is the infinity wand, because the infinity wand is awesome. There's our B-Bucks. I hadn't been keeping them in our wallet because it's kind of a pain. You can't spend out of the wallet. So like you put it in here, but then if you want to go buy something from the store, you have to get the wallet out and take the B-Bucks out. I guess if we get more than a stack of B-Bucks, that'll be where that shines. But been kind of using them. So I used V-Bucks off camera to buy some more drawer upgrades, some void upgrades in here, and then some storage capacity upgrades for certain ones. Like I think we have a storage capacity upgrade. Nope, we don't have a storage capacity upgrade in that one. We have it in something, in one of these. Well, some of them have storage capacity upgrades. I think Flint does. Yeah, see, Flint does. That way we can hold more flint, more gunpowder, more rotten flesh, which we used the drying tables that it made us do early on. So to do that, you take rotten flesh, which you're getting automatically from our farm over there, which I forgot to put the block back on, but mobs are still spawning. Okay. All right, I'm sorry, penguin. Yep, get dead. Okay. So yeah, we'll put the block back on and that'll get that back spawning, but we're just passively getting rotten flesh. So to get leather, you take the rotten flesh, and is it 4? Yeah, so 4 creates a bundle of rotten flesh. And then you just take, and you can split that up between these 2 that you get, and it will cure the bundled flesh down into leather for us. So we've got some leather. That was another thing I did, in between off camera. Let's get us some leather going. And I put some things in here for things that we might want to get into on the next stream. So our time in a bottle does need to be in our inventory to accumulate. So let's go ahead and get that back out. The thing we're waiting for, core transformation powder. So this is a craft we're going to have to combine. And there are some ways to automate this early on using the structured crafter. This thing right here. So in order to do this though, we're going to need a few more of these birch drawers that we've been using. So I think I have some birch there. Haven't gotten birch in a hopping botany pot yet, but we probably ought to if that's what we're building out of. So let's grab one of those. Let's grab another 4x4. Let's come up here to our row of botany pots. Kind of getting out of control. We definitely are going to have to move our base. It's not going to work for me. Okay, I forgot dirt. We can sleep real quick while we're moving. That's one thing I didn't. I tore down our automated dirt. I'm going to need to get it back up and running. Because, yeah, we're going to need dirt pretty consistently throughout the series. Still forgot the dirt. Here we go. All right, dirt. And then no matter what you're planting, you always want to hoe it. Because the farmland just increases the productivity rate of whatever you're growing, regardless of whether it would normally grow on farmland or not. It's just the mechanic of the botany pots. So we can hoe that. Then we'll put birch sapling in there. And we're not going to spend our time on a bottle on this. This time we're just going to let it do its thing. Well, I mean, we can... All right. We'll give it a little tap. Okay, just two little taps, okay? We want to save our time in a bottle if we can. Bear with me. Trying to figure this out for you guys, because I have not done this yet. Oh, look at that. 2 logs makes sticks. I love it. So the way this works is it takes a block from its input. Now, the only place it talks about this is in your quest book when we first got it. So back over here in basic materials, this is kind of all the info that's available right here. I think there's some more stuff in the Discord. I just joined the Discord today, but haven't actually gotten into it. So it shows an example, and it says, example above shows logs being crafted into planks and put inside a chest. The block also requires a redstone signal to work. So it says it can use blocks or inventories, plural. So one other video I found on this, I think it was Gaming on Caffeine or something, he set these up automated. So I'm going to steal the idea he used and see if it works. So the way he set this up, we're going to need a spot to build a 9x9. So this should give us more than enough room to work with. So let's put a temp block down. Do I have one? Oh, it's 1, 2, 3. It's not going to be in the middle. Oh, well. To those of you that might be triggered by it not being in the middle, get over it. I mean, I'm sorry. All right, so here we go. Here's what we're going to try to do. And actually, yeah, it's fine. I don't care which way they face. I think you have to set the items up in here. So now we want to put a storage downgrade into each of these, and that's going to basically make it where they will only hold a stack of whatever we put into them. So if we shift right click on the edge with an open hand, it's going to show storage downgrade, and then reduces it to a single stack. Okay, so then the next thing we need to do is we need to get our, well, that was dumb, Wooly. We need to get our crafter in the middle. Like this. But we got to put what needs to go in the middle in there first. So what does need to go in the middle? What does? The organic matter. I had this pin, didn't I? So flint goes in the middle. So, oh, this is going to be a problem for restocking the item. Maybe we can pipe them in from the back. Yeah, we can probably pipe them in from the back. Okay, so flint. We'll take a whole stack. We're going to go ahead and put it in here. And then the other thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to lock this drawer once we get what we want in there. That way, when it empties out and we're feeding in to the back of this structure via a, we'll probably just make another storage controller to go over here. That'd be smart, because if we do this and we lock all these drawers, then we can just pipe in from like a chest into a storage controller, and then it will put them where they go. So there's that. Now we need our crafter. And I want it to go the other way. Will this wrench turn it? No, I guess maybe it has to do with the direction I'm facing when I place it. Okay, so let's see if that's the case. Nope. Okay, so it goes to the direction of the block that you place it into. Alright, so we're going to tell you to go that way. Awesome. Okay. And then now, we did need one more drawer. Let's go make sure this rain goes away. Hey, free ender pearls! Woo! So we need dust and pebbles. So we really are only getting stone pebbles when we sift gravel, which we're going to need to automate. So we're going to use stone for the template. So stone and then dust. Okay, I'm just getting one of each so we can set the pattern for now. Okay, now, in theory, if we put this redstone clock under here, what's supposed to happen... There we go. So it pulled the items from these drawers and auto-crafted our transformation powder. What's next in the quest line? Okay, here we go. We're gonna right-click it into a barrel full of lava. I wonder if you can use the wood ones. Let's see if they catch on fire. Okay, so we have 2 of the wood ones. We're gonna need some fluid pipes. Okay. And this was why I got this set up. So right now we have quite a few buckets of lava at our disposal. So if we do this, then we come up this side too. And then we can put these buckets down. And then if we go tell it to extract. Extract. Okay, I need to get up here so I can get access to these. Okay, and then we're going to actually disconnect these so it's not pumping lava back into those. And no. So the lava will not go into the wood barrels. Had to try it. We'll put these down right here. Bam! Lava. Alright, let's sleep so we don't have to deal with baddies. And then our stack of poor transformational powder. So all we should have to do is just right click it on here, click them out. Did I lose one? Did it like get sucked in the lava? Well, that's interesting. Okay, so maybe we should, what we could do Oh, there's the one we missed. Okay, so right here underneath, if I do this, we go grab this one, should be able to, with a barrel, see if we can't just like automate this. It's going to be right in our way, but we're going to be moving. So, I thought I grabbed a barrel. Did I not grab a barrel? Okay, barrel. All right, so item pipes. So if we, all right, we're going to need to import and export from these. So that can be our import. And we will put a barrel right here. And then hopefully you can tell that to extract. Okay, and then if I put this in here, all right, so that does that part automatically. So now if we take 2 more item pipes and we go like this, and then if I tell you to extract, would you look at there? So now we're going to do what it's telling us to. We're going to sift it, but we're going to sift it manually just for the first little bit here, even though we can automate it. I just, I want to get going. All right, so we're going to put it right there, and then I'm going to stand on top and just click. And I'm going to click through all 50 of these, so I'll be right back. There we have it. So we made it through all that. Now, a couple things that I want to do. So these are not the best fuel source to get us our lava as fast as possible. And as you can hear, it's really loud in my ears. So I want to change those out because if we go look up heat sources, is there a way to look that up here? Heat? No, crucible. I think I can look it up from here. So we go to the fired crucible and we hit uses, and then we can come over here, crucible heat sources. So if we go look, the campfire is only like a 15x heat source. But if we come look at one thing we just got access to, a block coal is a 40 times heat source. Now that's a whole heck of a lot better, and it's going to be quieter. So let's see if we got enough. Oh, and we have mini coal in here, so you can use that. That's what I was using in between episodes to maximize the charcoal I was making. I was using the mini charcoals to, smelt one for one items. And it is craftable back into coal at, what is it? It's 8. So 8 of the minis. Now, do we have enough? We have 4 coal blocks. Well, that'll make half the noise go away. Maybe it'll push them out when we put them down. Okay. All right, now we can watch, and you're going to see the difference. These front ones, now they have a heat source of 40, and these only have a heat source of 15. So these are smelting the cobble way, way faster. Now we don't actually see the lava produce because it's coming over here, but hopefully, and now that we've done our first little bit by hand, I'm going to go ahead and just dump this in here and let our auto sieve handle it. To proceed with the quest line, we're going to need to craft up an ingot of each of these. So if you mouse over it and hit the letter K, it's going to compact it. So there are those 2 quests. So we'll put 1 on each side here. Let's grab out our copper and our tin. All right, making progress. All right, so the next thing it wants us to make is a flux hammer. So we're going to bookmark that. Some energy pipes, basic fluid tank, and a compression dynamo. So I just moused over each of those pictures, hit the letter A for JEI to bookmark them, in case you didn't know that. And we can unbookmark the poor transformation powder because we auto-crafted that sucker. All right, for this, we need a copper hammer. It's going to be 2 copper ingots, okay? And then we also need 4 glass, not a problem. 2 tin ingots and 2 hoppers, totally doable. Flint and 2 copper, so that's 4 total copper we need. And 8 total copper. We need... Okay, so we need 8 copper. Do we have 8 copper? Let's just take everything. That's going to be 16. Heck yes, we have the 8 we need. So let's smelt that up. All right, now let's go back and count 10. How much 10 do we need? 2 10. None for that. 2 more, so that's 4 10. Plus another 6 is 10. We need 10 10. Okay, do we have enough? Looks like we probably do. Okay, and that's going to get us through both of those. So let's get both of those smelting. Very nice. Our tin and copper to get all the way through the rest of this quest line should be ready to go. So we got all that. So now we need a flux hammer, which we have over here. So we need 2 hoppers. The copper hammer we can go ahead and make. And then we're going to need 2 wooden hoppers, which have this neat little crafting recipe where you don't actually have to make the chest. Now, we already have the chest, but I'll make one of the ones with that one just to show you. So it's 2 logs in the middle, and then you draw the hopper, around the 2 logs, and it'll make it. But since we already have a bunch of chests made from earlier, let's see, I think we needed 2 of these, so that'll work. We'll pull all that back down. Okay. So now we just need glass, which needs sand or glass. Haha, we have the glass. Sweet. Oh, that's another thing we're going to be able to automate. We're going to be able to automate gravel. We're going to be able to automate sand. We're going to need a lot of these flux hammers. But we'll just start with one to get through the quest line so that you guys can see it. And I'll work on setting some auto production and stuff up when I redo the base in between this episode and the next episode. So there we go. Some energy pipe. Then we're going to make our basic tank, which is nice. We'll be able to start building up a surplus of things like lava and various other fluids. This has burnt through all of its cobble. So let's just go get some more in it real quick so we can keep our lava production up. Once the base is moved, this will actually get connected to a lava gen, which may be something I talk with you guys about through before the end of the episode. Want to show you some stuff there. These things can be upgraded by putting a block of a precious material above the block that's generating it, and it increases the production time. That's all in the book that they give you at the beginning if you go read the Seaopolis book. And so it talks about, how much each one does it. And copper is very attainable, and it speeds them up a little. I mean, and every little bit will help with keeping our resource production up. So here we go. We're just going to toss all this in here because we don't have access to iron yet to make any more of those. And we want the resources. So let's put all this in here. Yep. Still got room for everything. So now we should be getting a good little backlog going on there of our resources. And the last thing is the compression dynamo, and we had just enough glass. Oh my god, that noise is loud. Probably not as loud as me, but loud. So there we go. So this is going to be our early game power. We can feed this lava and other things, but lava's going to be what we feed it because lava's what we're going to have access to. So once it finishes processing through this poor organic matter, I'm not going to make any more so that we can start getting a surplus of lava in here. Let's get us some lava going. 5 buckets, 6 buckets. Okay. So we're going to put this here. Oh, we have one more campfire we need to get rid of. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then go to crafting table K. There we go. Let's go break this last campfire. Okay. And there we go. So that is as fast as we're going to get lava right now. And then we're going to take just a lot more cobble. Got this hooked up to 2 of the other type in the back of the regular resource gens, but they are slower, noticeably slower. All right, and this is going to get us surplus of lava we need. And as you can see, compression dynamo is already producing power for us to the tune of 18 RF per tick with a maximum production rate of 40 RF per tick. And so now, just for demonstration purposes, we're going to set this here. Something cool I've learned about these, we used these in all the mods 7, and I did not know this, but with the hammer, if you hold shift, you can actually change which side of these is the output. Now we have ours facing the right way, coincidentally, but you know, if you needed to change it, you can. So we're going to put a barrel there, and then now if we take more cobble, now I wonder if these will hammer the compressed. Let's find out. Because if these will handle hammer the compressed, that's kind of OP. All right, so let's put in a 2x compressed. So when this cycles, it should hammer. It did. Oh my goodness, that is overpowered. Yep, we can hammer compressed cobble in the flux hammer, and we can actually, because it'll only hammer one at a time at a base tier, one block at a time. But if that block happens to be a 2x compressed, that's going to dramatically change this. We can filter our pipe coming out of the compressed drawer into that and tell it to only pull the 2x compressed. We could even go further. We could daisy chain some drawers if we had enough production, and we could tell it to pull 3 or 4x compressed cobble out and hammer it. And if it's hammering like one of those per cycle you saw, it put out ton of gravel. So that's going to be awesome. So what we'll end up doing in between episodes, because we are getting close to a whole episode worth of record time here. So I'm going to work on a new base, and then in between episodes, we're going to set up lines of these. Now I'll show you them, but we'll make them hammer it from cobble into gravel, and that'll have a drawer. And then we'll have another one that's hammering cobble to gravel to sand, and that'll have a drawer full of sand. And then we're going to have another one that's hammering cobble to gravel to sand to dust, and that'll have a drawer full of dust. That way we have all of those resources being automatically just passively generated for us, and it's all going to be powered by the lava that's also coming from the cobble. Which brings me to the last thing I kind of wanted to cover in today's episode. Oh, we have unlocked the bronze era with our task. So we're probably going to save that for next time, because bronze then gets us into iron, and things are really going to start to pick up. And I want to kind of look at this one too to see how close we are to being able to complete this tier 2 reward. We might could do that right now and get ourselves, another compression dynamo with NBT data. Upgraded dynamo jet skis can be colored by right-clicking with dye and change your controls. So you know what? Yeah, I think we can probably complete this. So now we should have enough to complete this chapter challenge. There we have it. Sweet. So we got a jetpack, and we got some axolotls. Interesting. All right. Axolotls. The mob imprisonment tools they're in are actually, kind of cool too. Although I don't know what kind of mobs we're going to be able to grab and bring back, but could be nice. All right. So let's put up our excess leather. Let's just hit the drawer to let it put up everything it can. But feeling we're going to need more glass in the future, so let's put glass in here. Let's go ahead and put sand in there. And then copper and tin. So tin, copper. Okay, that gets us going there. Probably put dirt in one too. It might need a bigger drawer, but for now, just put it over there. All right, so we got this upgraded compression dynamo, which I think probably just has some stuff already in it. So we're going to swap it out real quick and see the difference. So that one has plus NBT, so that's the one we want. That is not the right way. Oh, do I have to take the torches out of my hand to be able to shift turn it. Does pipe wrench not work? Pipe wrench doesn't work. Okay, so there we go. Now this does not need its own connection. It can pull straight from that tank. Oh, the wrench works this way. There we go. So let's see. Ooh, wow. It's capable of 640 RF a tick at 73% efficiency. Oh my goodness. So it will use a lot of lava, but now we should start seeing the lava back up only when it fills its internal buffer. Okay, so we're going to have a pretty good buffer, 800 KFE power buffer in this dynamo. Now, I don't think thermal machines hold their stored power. Oh, they do. So if we go to rebuild, we'll be able to move this, and it should have that buffer. So yeah, it's going to suck, but you guys won't have to watch that because we have reached the end of the chapter here. So let's go ahead and just collect all the rewards. Ooh, we get an extra flux hammer. Nice. Some extra tin, some extra copper, some extra coal. And that gets us almost through this whole moving on, but we do want to get into this because this is how we're going to get grass. Now, we make this using the transformational powder and some logs. I think I'm going to start the next episode with that so we can get grass going at our new base. So what I'll probably do is lay out the areas that I want to be grassy with dirt. And then we'll start off by getting into this summoning altar and moving on with getting into this next tier where we can get improved matter to sieve, which is going to get us iron ingots. But I got work to do, y'all. This, look into my eyes. This, with its janky half-burnt masts, yeah, this ain't going to cut it, okay? I need better than this in my life. And since it looks like we don't take damage for going like above water like Seaopolis 1, we can definitely play with layers, elevation. I have a surprise up my sleeve, and I'm just going to show you it over here, but I'm not going to say anything else. So there's this for very cheap that we can buy. So, saying that, I will catch you guys next time, and I'm going to do a good bit of off-camera work to get us with a better setup base to progress through the rest of this pack. So I hope you all have enjoyed the episode. If you have, give the video a like. If you haven't already, subscribe for the next video, and we will see you guys next time on Seaopolis 2. Bye. Get out of here.